Anyone see it?
Trying to whitewash it? What are you doing?
I've been suppressing these videos for ages.
Are you ready this time?
I'm ready.
Take 3. I'm talking with the other guy down at the end of the table who's terrible at this. Apparently. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Independent Rewind. Again, I am one half your host, Rob Wells. The other half sitting down there, Steve Sarks.
And these are special guests for this week and maybe a week or two after this. These are the promoters, bookers, writers, everything, producers of Superstar Wrestling, which takes place in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. We have Diamond Dex Cross and the Inferno, Cory Gebhart. Guys, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, thanks for having us. You didn't do your little Rob Wells?
No, I don't always do that.
It's actually...
I'm a little beat down right now. Okay?
It's an old thing.
It's not technical, is it, or anything? You're not having trouble with it.
No. We're going to try and do this in one take, guys. We're going to try and do this in one take.
One take Jake, guys.
First time.
Take Jake.
We're professionals.
By the way, if you want to get a hold of them, check out when shows are coming up. Down here at the bottom, Facebook.com, SSW Wrestling. No double W's there, just a single W. It says on the back of your shirt. Mm-hmm. So, let's hope that's spelled right.
Hopefully.
If not, well,
just
first
look
for Superstar Wrestling. This week, we're going to check out one of their shows, and hopefully... why the fuck does this water smell like this? What are you...
Smell that fucking water.
You're the worst. Are you done? Are you done?
I just hit him with the Ready to Rumble.
What did we get ourselves into?
I have no idea.
I stuck my finger down the crack of my head.
Wow. And he wonders why our videos are so long.
I mean, honestly, that'd be something I would do to you.
That is...
Don't you dare! I will fucking slap the shit out of you.
Rob, you were so upset.
Wow.
I'm gonna fucking die. That's it for this week, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
All right, so this week we're checking out the SSW Odds of March, which took place 3/9/19, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What do we got? Any backstory on this? Any?
Yeah, this was a feud that we had going on with EPPW. So we had worked a feud with them building towards our muscular dystrophy benefit show. And this was one of the matches leading into that, which is between Inferno and the SSW champion at the time, Doken. So, and it's a 3 stages of hell, I believe is what we called it.
I can't remember what we called it, but yeah, it's a 2 out of 3 falls match with match stipulations. I believe the first one was a chairs match. Then it went into a lumberjack match, followed by a lumberjack match with weapons. I believe is how it is worked out. But be ready for a rib during this match.
Oh, a rib. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, make sure you bring that up when it happens.
So who's in this match?
It is Inferno and Doken.
Okay, tell us a little bit about why we're getting into this.
Basically, we've been back and forth from Pennsylvania to West Virginia, working a program with Eastern Panhandle Pro Wrestling out of West Virginia, and we've pretty much beat the hell out of one another, and companies themselves, the rosters themselves have beat the hell out of one another. Basically, but culminating to Doken and I having this feud, which, you know, part of is here, and again, you know, it's just brutality that has ensued, and it's led up to this, you know, and we can't think of any better ways to get out of doing what we're doing other than
At this time, we were building towards a tag team cage match that would take place at the MDA show.
Okay.
So
let's
go down the ring. Before we start this video, though, Steve.
What's up, Bill?
Is that you?
Ha! It does look like Steve.
It looks like me. I thought so too. I wear my hat's backwards.
Was that when you were security?
Yeah. I had
a
West Virginia hat.
Yeah.
What is
that?
It? Maybe?
Like that has those colors.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, is that?
Yeah, I think that's when you did security.
Okay.
Now you can tell it's not me because I have abs and a V cut.
I totally.
But yeah, other than that, so close. Who's behind Doken?
That is his manager, Hanson.
And of course, Kano.
Yes. And Kano, who is the promoter of APPW.
Look at that golden chair.
A lot of chairs here, guys.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
God, what I would give to see the hot seat.
Well, there's the
There's the red chair I was talking about.
Oh man, you still used that music.
Well, back then,
This music, like, he's been using this since I started training, but even before that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And we're talking 2005. The referee's track mark searching.
now what belt is that right there?
That at the time is the SSW Heavyweight Championship.
Ooh.
So is he the SSW Heavyweight Champion?
He is.
Oh,
he is. And Cory at this time, if I'm right, is the EPPW Heavyweight Champion.
I don't know if I am. I can't remember.
Well, we're gonna find out.
I seem to think that you were.
I don't remember.
There's Steve doing scary.
That's definitely.
I think he's a foot shorter than you.
We're gonna call him Little Steve.
We'll call him Little Steve.
Little Steve. I don't know if that's possible.
He's built like a pear, though, isn't he? Jesus.
That's not
There's Cory
Inferno.
Gebhart.
That's his manager, me.
Oh yeah, I guess I am the.
Yeah.
No, I didn't think I was. I don't remember.
Now, is that a bullwhip or is that a buck plug with a tail?
That is just
Well,
a
you know what that
flogger.
is.
That's just a flogger with
Yeah,
a,
it's a flogger, right?
yeah, with a
They
very,
call
very
that kind
naughty,
of like a
Yeah.
very naughty
hand.
metal end.
Wow, you know what that is.
That metal end has been in many places you don't want to know about.
I feel like it probably smells like my bottle of water.
I mean, you might.
You look betrayed, Rob.
I mean,
I was betrayed.
you
No,
must-
notice the wiping of the feet, guys. I mean,
Yes,
that's
very
key.
important.
Always make sure you wipe your feet.
So we've already got these chairs in here.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That is first stage. That's you guys are. This is not going to be a slow start.
So this 18 by 18 ring just turned into a 16 by 16 ring.
Pretty much. Well, I mean, you actually think about it. If you got an 18 by 18 ring, technically it's probably already 16 by 16 inside
So now
anyway.
you're down like
So,
14
right.
The beautiful part is that there were, if I remember right, there's enough fans from EPPW here to just start getting that chant going on. I mean, this was a really nice program. We really had a good time doing this.
Now, is this in Scotland?
Yes.
It is,
this in
yeah.
Scotland.
I don't know why it looks so different to me.
They had repainted between the time you.
Okay.
Well, they've painted, and we've actually changed how we set the ring up too.
Yeah.
I see
Well,
it's at an
we
angle.
went
we were
with
there,
yours,
yeah,
the
we
diamond
were-
setup.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
see
you
by
actually
the,
came up with that. So.
Yeah, I believe looking at the ceiling there was an earlier match that got out of control.
Oh yeah, most likely.
Somebody
Someone
tried to
tried to
reset a
suplex.
tile.
Yeah, and this is still the old ring. This isn't even the new ring. So.
Right.
New turnbuckle pads though.
Yes, that was new.
Tell us about your ring announcer.
Larry Zimmerman, wonderful, wonderful ring announcer. Can get anybody over, including himself, and knows how to speak and talk, and is very fluent and proficient with the mic skills.
I love him. I love working with him on commentary. And he's also my business partner with Attic Light, where he currently does the video production.
SSW Heavyweight Champion, Gebhart.
I love to work with Durkin.
Yeah, one of my favorite guys to work.
I've never really worked with him.
Oh,
No?
great guy.
Nothing outside of like maybe a tag match or like a battle royale or something.
Yeah. Kind of remember that too. I don't think I've ever. I'm trying to think. It might have been a tag team match. But I don't think he had Kano as his partner in when that came out.
I don't think I've ever worked him.
We did a couple little things as managers at ringside, but that was about it.
I just realized you raised the arm without the championship, and you're like, oh fuck, well.
Did I? I didn't even notice. Well, I mean, heck, I forgot I was even the champion here. So
Yeah. It doesn't happen often for you, that's for sure.
did I forget I'm the champion?
No, that you are a champion.
Oh.
Those are by far
Oh,
the
you can
brightest
get that
pants I
little,
own.
you can get that little dig in there.
That's what
Right?
I'm here for, buddy.
Hey, I am a promoter after all. You know, you can't trust nobody but yourself. So.
Your homeless referee is really looking forward to that hot dog.
They were good hot dogs.
I think you got a half hot dog actually.
Here's what I will say about him: pants, shirt,
Right, and he's tucked in.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
Tucked in.
there's a lot of being able to josh on.
Got a lot of torso going on.
Actually, that's John. He was he's trained by CCW.
Yep.
Oh, gotcha.
So he's a
He's a
Rob
good
Noxious
referee.
guy.
You just, I was like, you're gonna walk around all the chairs right now.
No, we ain't messing around.
Oh, okay.
Again,
Not a ton of
remember,
contact
you're
on
in there.
that, but it looked like that was just a flow kind of running in there. I will say definitely. Okay, forearm.
Again, remember, what you're seeing here is in the heat of what you've already put together. So, this stuff has been, been going on and brewing for a while now. So
what was going through your mind there?
just a corner, and I'm like, kind of an old Mick Foley spot, drop kick the chair.
Looked like you.
I love how you try.
I was saying, it didn't look like you had all of that.
That being said, you recovered from it pretty quick. You didn't try to stick to it. You pulled him back out here with something else. That's great. Doken with some shots. These look tight. This looks just like tight work.
I would say when you work tight or when you work Doken, you know you're in there with somebody.
Yeah.
All right, no gap in that. He knows that he's got a camera on, and that's pushing on you. Okay, so it's clear that you're pretty. Now I know this. You're a pretty soft worker. Okay, always have been, and that's not a insult at all.
I don't want to hurt no one.
I appreciate a good soft worker. Doken is that guy who's like, we're going to be tight,
yes,
or we're not going to be.
But in all honesty, when it comes to doing these matches,
You gotta be tight.
I am much more stiff
Yeah.
than I normally would be.
Well, like I said, you have to.
You're this close to the audience. If you're not laying it in, the audience is going to see it. That's the bottom line.
Yeah. Now this is after your surgeries, correct? Multiple.
Oh
surgeries.
yeah, multiple, yeah. Now this is before the shoulder surgery.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Let me ask you: are you wearing my singlet on you?
Of course.
Yeah.
Black is slimming.
It was a nice singlet.
Now this spot coming up, we talked about.
Okay.
It didn't go the way that I had hoped.
Oh.
Dude, so many matches I've had like that. So many spots where I'm like, this is gonna be great. Oh, no, never mind.
Looks good in my head.
No, it was great for everybody but me.
Yeah.
So,
That's all that matters.
I mean, as you see, you kind of figured what's coming, right?
Yeah. Oh, that did not turn out well.
No. Well, he was supposed to go with it too,
Yeah.
and he didn't.
Yeah.
He decided, no, I'm just gonna throw you up there.
I will say this. Look, so it didn't look good, but I mean, let me rephrase that.
So
the
there's
suplex. The suplex didn't look good.
Right.
The move still looked like a man tossed you on a pile of chairs.
Right, and that was the first fall.
So.
Right. And it was definitely enough that it would put a man down
Yeah,
for 3 seconds.
Well, especially after getting beat on with all these.
Yep.
I mean, every single swing of this is.
Oh, young Sean Castle.
Oh, yeah. Steve right behind.
Sean Castle's one of my favorites.
So what are all these guys coming?
Now
in
this is
for
the
right
lumberjack
now?
match.
Okay,
Lumberjack.
gotcha.
This is just to keep us in the ring now.
Gotcha.
Yeah, what I was trying to say
Are
is.
there only lumberjacks for SSW, or are there?
I believe EPPW was there also.
They had some too.
Every single chair shot, every single time you hit somebody with that steel, it's enough to put somebody down.
Oh yeah.
So that's like my whole point to it is that, yes, the suplex was enough, but everything here is devastating.
My main goal.
What is that thing in the back of the wig?
That
That is Musk Mullet.
Oh, okay,
He's
I've
great.
heard of that.
My main goal, as with anything that I do, as far as being in the ring, it's about going out, giving a show, giving a performance.
And look at this.
Whether it be good or bad, I'm there to entertain.
And look at this. You have lumberjacks actually doing something.
Yeah.
I want to make sure.
These lumberjacks are completely indifferent.
Right. I want to make sure that the fans are getting their money's worth because they paid to see this. So
I support that.
That's what I do.
I gotta tell you, like in any event like this, the only thing that sucks about a lumberjack match is for the fans because
Yes, they can't
unless
see.
you're they can't really see what's going on.
Notice the guy in production there.
Right. Well, you know,
It's,
let's just turn this down. I tried to call for help earlier.
oh.
Of course, now everybody wants to call me all at once.
I love the ending of that round. I thought it was great.
So he got beaten around the ring, gets shoved back in. I was able to
Gets the
capitalize
finish.
with the finish, and now we go to the lumberjacks with weapons.
Now this is the part where I'm gonna talk about the rib here. There is
yeah.
weapons are coming out now. Now up at this point in time, we were doing a shoot show that we're currently not doing anymore. And the audience, most of our audience here would also watch that show, and we're aware that at some point or another, Cory had his favorite beanie that had gone missing. and it was still missing at this time. Well, John Saft, who is down there in the corner, has a replica of that beanie in that ammo box.
Oh my god.
We'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
Only time in 20 years I've seen him break character.
I watched you break character one time. I'll tell you about that.
So,
Was that in the bathroom?
No.
I appreciate that you guys aren't dragging this out.
No, you
No,
can't.
you can't.
Yeah.
You shouldn't.
Oh, okay, I was right about that.
Oh, yeah, there's, yep.
It's one of my spots.
It's got a horse tail.
It didn't smell too good either. I was gonna let you.
Smells like Steve's water. Hate you.
The goal is
we
to make
go.
yourself laugh.
All right, so here comes the rib.
Well, he was told
Now,
that there were...
now listen. Did you hear me say, "Hey, it's my beanie"?
He used it on you.
Like,
That's great.
I completely
Meanwhile,
broke.
if you look, we are all laughing our ass off at ringside. We totally lost
I
it. The
completely
audience
broke
lost it.
character for a split second, thinking that was my beanie.
I need to rewind this for a second.
And please listen, because you'll hear the audience applaud. They actually... It's the only time I've ever heard an audience
Who?
in the rib.
Who would bring this as a weapon?
Oh,
That's a $500 title
hey, you know.
or more.
Well, E.T. and
$1
Drake.
million is how much.
Jesus.
Hey, it's a weapon.
That never gets used, I bet.
I don't believe we did use it. No.
I don't even think I'd have it out of the bag at that point.
And I can't remember exactly what I said, but I think I said something to the effect of, "You son of a bitch, that's my beanie."
Yeah, you said that's my beanie. I heard that.
I would like to see that be a little different. I will say this, as a downside, I'd like to see more selling. You guys have both had the absolute dog crap beat out of you so far, but you keep, like, you're both just fighting straight to you,
Yep.
working back. Now, that being said, you've got a time restraint.
Right.
There's a lot of stuff going on around you. You don't have full use of the ring.
That
So,
hurt the tape.
getting...
He was not happy with this.
I know.
No, I heard afterwards, why the hell did you use an extension cord on me?
He hit him in the taint.
So watch this. He beats me like a dog right
Oh,
here.
yeah. See?
Oh my god!
Oh yeah, he was not.
You didn't hit him that hard, though, did you?
But he was not happy that I brought out an extension cord.
Why?
Well, they sting.
But yeah, but not unless you're beating them like that. Jesus.
Hey, I can take a beating. I don't care.
Yeah, you're a government mule. I understand, but
He hit the man in the taint.
barely.
Oh no. There's no barely about that. There's some swing there.
I mean, again, and like, I mean, I'm not going to knock you on what you're saying about the selling. I fully believe.
I will tell you,
we
running
are
long.
selling as best we can.
Yeah, we were
So,
running
You know,
long on
now
the
granted,
show,
we
too.
are getting up after some of this stuff, but you know, again, without seeing the full entire story of what we've put each other through, I tried to run the damn man over in my truck one night. So
That's ridiculous, man.
yeah. Oh, I tried. I literally tried. Yeah. So
What I mean is, like, so first of all, you were down for a 3 count.
Right.
Okay? A 3 count. That's a lot of time to be so unconscious that you can't remove your shoulders from the mat. You know what I mean? Like,
right. No, I get that. Yeah.
In the grand stage of wrestling.
Right.
So for you guys now don't get me wrong, it's been a little while since your last fall. So at this point, I expect you to be able to be moving everything.
Right.
But he also took a fall, and we're back to this, like, you guys are going like neither one of you take. Okay.
Right. Well, I mean, we're dead now.
Who is this female?
That's Riley Crook.
Right.
Oh, okay. I understand why there's drama.
Well, no, it was. They were. Yep, everything starts to break down now.
Okay. I'll say, it seemed like somebody jumped the
Is
gun
he
a little
beating
bit.
people with an empty Bud Light box?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, that's Freedom McGillicuddy.
Yeah.
He's not the brightest crayon in the box.
Yeah, because that doesn't hurt.
Right, or the sharpest tool in the shed.
Where's Riley Crow watching? Get over there, cameraman.
What do we say to the pretty ladies? Hey, Riley Crow.
I respect your work. I really
She
do.
has a great workout.
I will tell you, you
Better
better.
work, I do.
She's trained by the Wild
Yeah.
Stones. You better. respect
You're
her
in
work
there with
ethic.
her.
She'll clock
She's
you.
going to hit you harder than the men do.
Yep. Riley's no joke.
Yeah, there's your singlet, by the way.
It looks good on
Yeah,
me.
thank you.
So everybody's kind of, this is all broken down.
Correct.
You
Oh,
guys
yeah.
are the only ones really left at this
Yep.
point. Hey, Chris Klein.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hansen misses.
He's got the red chair.
Hits Doken.
Oh, of course.
I was saying, why would he not?
And now it's a 3 count on both men.
Gotcha. I was wondering what the hell was happening with your arms.
Yeah.
So this is how the belt switched back?
Yes.
Not here. Did we switch it?
Yeah, the belt swapped.
Oh, did we switch?
I was saying, it would only
Okay.
make sense to the belt because
Yeah.
you covered him, he covered you.
Maybe we did swap here. Oh, sorry, because you brought out the big commission book or whatever the hell we called it.
So you were able to make this match knockdown, drag out. Like you guys were not pulling anything back, but also not 45 minutes.
Correct.
Right.
Of oh my god, she's so dead.
One of my biggest pet peeves, and I understand the selling thing, but one of my biggest pet peeves with hardcore matches is, especially with some of the big players these days, they'll have this like 45-minute match, and 90% of it is selling. And you're like, it's boring. Like you're bored. I'm sorry. I'd rather it be a 5 or 8 minute match and you tell your damn story and get out. It just
My question would always be, how much does that hurt the regular matches? Because like, if I can hit you with a steel chair in the head, and you're down and you're back up 8 seconds later, then what the fuck's a DDT doing to you? What is what's my finishing move doing?
Right.
You know, at that point, you should be kicking out of it.
Well, again, it's all in how the match is put together.
I agree.
And how the story is going, and what you're doing to one another in that instance.
Yeah.
one of my big things about hardcore matches too is that if you've elevated the feud
Yep.
to a point where you hate each other
here
that
comes the
bad that you're going to do that, why are you covering the belt? I mean, realistically, there should be 1, 2 covers in the match, maybe 3 or 4. But if they are, they're in that final.
Right. Which
you're
you've
half
seen
for
throughout this
punishment.
match, there was hardly any covers. We had the first 2 pinfalls,
Yep.
and then 1 or 2 in the final round, and then finally we were down. And
there we are looking at the bylaws.
like when we put matches together, we put as you know, Steve, we put a lot of thought into what we're gonna do.
You know what would have made this better? Honestly? If you'd had referees look at the bylaws, all 3 of them.
Well, I'm the commissioner at this
Yeah.
time.
Oh, okay.
So that's,
All right. Well, that makes
That
sense.
seems a little
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
it was.
I mean,
that was the whole point.
I got a guy in my back pocket.
Can you imagine the commissioner and all 3 referees there in the corner just kind of like held together?
Well, I thought at one
That'd have made for a
point,
really good look.
didn't we do something where you guys get out of the ring and you all are looking at that?
Well, they were just looking at it just now, but it wasn't like the referee was just kind of hanging
It was
back.
me and
over the
it was
titles.
me and Kano because he
Yeah,
represents EPW.
right.
And we were trying to figure out a way how we could swap the titles back.
You're holding something that was just for the man's
Yes.
Swing in the air for a
without taking losses to keep us both looking strong.
Sure.
So this is the best way that we come up with in order to do that.
It gets your championships back
Right.
where you're going,
Correct.
and it keeps you both looking strong.
And plus we were, this was this was well into over a year-long feud that we were finally ending in April. So the feud was damn near fizzling out. It was done. So we had to figure out a way to switch the titles back.
And this is where the challenge takes place, if I remember right.
We got that one more match.
Yeah, that's for the NBA show.
So in 2 weeks, inside the cage, we're going to see just who is the better company, because I've decided to change that match just a little. There's not going to be any pinfall nonsense. There's not going to be any submissions. The only way that anybody is going to win that cage match is for both teams to escape the cage. That won't be any crap. There won't be any nonsense. There won't be any double hands covering anybody. There will be an absolute winner, EPPW versus SSW, and never quit to a fight to end muscular dystrophy in the cage. The only way to win is to get out.
Okay, we were all very quiet there. Before we wanted to know.
Yeah, well,
It'll set it up for
Yeah,
later. So.
Right.
Sure.
And there again, that's one of the reasons you keep those guys strong. You're going into that big blow off, and you want to make sure the audience is there saying, "I want to see who's gonna." And they did. We had 400 plus at that
Yeah.
show, if I remember.
Now, what was weird about this and what was really strange, in the middle of this entire feud, I was a heel.
Right.
Yeah.
And the damn fans turned me back
Yeah, he did a
face.
face turn.
Nice.
Like, he was the most over heel manager in the company, and the fans turned him face along with me during this feud,
I remember,
which we didn't see coming.
I remember the December before this, when we made the turn away from the purple and back to the red and orange. When we came through
That was a cool ass moment.
When we came through that curtain, that's the loudest I've ever heard the SSW audience. They went completely berserk, and it was a real moment. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was. That was when I'm finally retired and out of this completely. That will go down as one of my favorite moments.
Are you ever really retired though? Are we ever really retired?
I mean,
we can throw that word around all we want. But
it depends, I suppose, on what it means. You know, the entire second half of my career has been something I never thought I would have.
Mm-hmm.
When I got hurt and got out, I thought I was done, and that was that. The fact that I've had all of this that I've had with SSW and such is such a gift. So, you know, I feel pretty fortunate to have it.
I love this. I love the heart moments. I love the heartfelt gestures. All of that. It's so wonderful. Wasn't as big of a pop as mine. Boom. I'm the best.
So before we end this one, though,
I don't know. I think if we take that pop from you versus the pop when I came back in the red, yellow, and orange, I think you're going to see a bigger explosion from me.
No.
Want to put a wager on that?
Okay. First off, do you have that video of me?
Yeah,
Because
of course I do.
I'd love to see that. I've never seen those last 6 months. I don't have.
Oh,
any
we
of
have.
that.
All right. Yeah, we
I
have.
didn't know that.
Oh, we have.
Oh, I want to see it. You have to show me.
So before we end this,
Uh-huh.
I got to tell the story.
Okay.
Because you said about him pop breaking character. You weren't around for this.
You were here for this, weren't you?
No, I was not.
No, not for this.
So this was great. You weren't around for this time that he broke character, but I tried to rib him. If the rib went awry, by the way, completely awry. Okay.
Oh, I knew what you were talking about.
So I started doing these bar shows, and we had this hardcore match. It was Butch, Butch, Sean Castle.
You've seen
I've
this.
seen the match.
The rib was I shouldn't. I don't know why I thought it or why I did this, but I had Butch grab this weed whacker. And the plan was he was just supposed to start up. That was it. He was never going to touch anybody.
You
Yeah,
did.
Fans.
I brought
Rob
Oh, okay.
brought it.
I brought it. And I said, just start it up. I said, don't hit anybody with it. Just start up. Well, one of the fans that was there was a worker from another place. And when Butch couldn't get it started, he handed it to her. And she got it started. And then it got in her hands. And Cory got hit with a weed whacker while I was going. And I seen him break character and grab that weed whacker from that woman and try and beat her.
I'd have beat her to death.
Well, I was beating
used it on
Butch.
Butch.
Yeah,
well, he
I
beat
beat
on
Butch
Butch
on the
too,
head,
yeah.
cut him up.
And then it just kept getting used at that point. I was like, it was just supposed to be started up to scare him, and that was it.
Was it regular, like,
No, it was
weed eater
blades.
trims?
It was blades.
Oh, no, it was blades. That's why I didn't want... I told him specifically, don't use it on anybody. Just start it up, scare him a little bit,
So
slow it down.
it was hard blades.
Oh, yeah. The
Yeah.
plastic hard
Look,
blades.
look, man. It was either it get used on me or I used it on him, and I was making damn sure it was getting used on him, not me.
You can see when that thing got started up and she come after him. The fear
Oh,
in Cory's eyes.
that's in my YouTube as well.
Oh,
That's-
is it really?
that's on- yeah, that's there.
I have to review that
Yeah,
one
This is
time.
excellent.
Yeah, it's in
So-
there.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate it here at the Independent Rewind. If you guys have any videos or anything that you want to send us, if you want to be on the show, if you want to know more about SSW,
If you want to send
make
us
sure
money.
you look them up at facebook.com/SS Wrestling. They got shows coming up, lots of stuff coming out on the internet, of Facebook Watch. There's tons of stuff happening. And hopefully Pennsylvania's going to open up soon, and we'll get back to some live
Hopefully.
shows. So we can see this
That's
in
what we're
person.
hoping for.
Yep.
So guys, thank you so much for coming.
Thank
We
you for having
appreciate
us.
it.
Thank you
for
for having
Rob
us.
Wells, I'm Steve Sarks. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
See you
Bye,
later.
guys.
Deuces.